so we're clear, this is going to be a direct-to-video.
Yeah, this is going to be a DVD extras.
I mean, that's what I meant to say, yeah. Okay, see, it's midnight, and I woke up at like 6:30, and, like, I knew I was going to be recording today, so I've taken like 2 10-minute naps, but that's where I'm at, just FYI, and that's why I think it was a good idea to do the, DVD extras today.
Yeah, I mean, we could do the full ep, but you are tired.
Yes. And you're always tired. Like,
I'm always tired.
Specifically always, every time.
It's the life of I'm a college senior now, which means I'm a very specific sort of fucked up.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and I've been working nights and mornings for the past week and a half, and if I can get past that, then I will just be so happy to be able to, like, do other stuff ever. Welcome to Direct-to-Video DVD Extras.
I'm your host, Andy Reyes.
Why would you do this to me? I'm your other host, Tony Robusto. Andy's a dick.
I'm the main host now. I'm the real star.
Okay, perfect.
My debut, my time to shine.
So you got any fun stories? I have a complaint about the dental industry. No,
I don't really have any stories.
Okay, because you know what? This might actually be a fun story, because I don't think I've told the story on the podcast before.
Yeah, no, I think definitely this is a good, like, I'll let you go, because I'm kind of drawing a blank right now.
Oh, by the way, do the extras, we haven't said this yet, but this is the podcast in between the real podcast, which I promise we still do, where we talk about whatever we want. And it mostly comes up like Star Wars and Marvel movies, and I try to get away from that, but, like, you know...
Oh, don't worry. Today we're not going to talk about Star Wars or Marvel movies, because I have two very specific things I want to talk about today that aren't either of those things.
So, almost 2 months ago now, I passed out and smacked my face on the floor. And I must have passed out for like a second, but man, that's still enough to chip your two front teeth and need stitches, and you have to go to the emergency room and all this.
Yeah.
So, after I got the real emergency stuff taken care of, I went to a dentist. And, actually, first went to a root canal specialist, which, by the way, that's a scary type of specialist.
Yeah, that guy must not have a good time anytime.
I mean, you go to the dentist and you're like, "Hi, I'm the doctor that causes you pain. Why don't I send you specifically to the even more pain doctor?" That reminds me, we should do both versions of Little Shop of Horrors on this podcast at some point.
I have never seen Little Shop of Horrors.
Neither one?
No, I went and checked, I think, after we talked about it one time, and I think, like, looking at both of them, I realized, like, I hadn't seen either of them.
That's crazy, because the newer one, the one I really like, that's all Alan Menken songs. And Frank Oz does the puppetry, and it's, like, really good. Like, I was just watching this puppet, and it's one of the reasons that plant is actually a little bit creepy is because it has these whole lips that are moving. I'm getting off track. The point is, I hurt my face, and they needed to let it heal a little before they could actually repair it.
Yeah.
So they put some glue on my teeth to keep them together, but I still have this, like, semicircular hole in my front teeth. So I went to the dentist this past week. This is after I had done all this stuff. He got, like, molds to, like, see where my teeth were gonna be. Basically, he told me he wanted to discuss options. So I go there thinking, I'm going to discuss options. And he says, this is what we're doing. It's $4,000.
Shit.
And then he said, but also I talked to the specialist that you went and saw, and he says you're probably going to need a root canal in both teeth eventually, and it'll just be better to do that before the caps go on. And so add whatever he charges for a root canal on top of that.
Fuck.
Which, I mean, I just, like, Googled how much does a root canal cost, and could be just, like, another $4,000. Point is, I need to talk to, my insurance people. Actually, I could probably just talk to my mom. I am still 25, which means I still get insurance from her.
Yeah.
And she's a teacher and was a nurse, so she has, like, pretty good insurance.
Yeah.
However, I think, here's the thing. For medical insurance, everything would be automatically paid for, and I might have some kind of very small deductible. And I think for dental insurance, it might be like 50%, which is still bad for me.
Yeah, you're still looking at minimum $4,000, which is way too much money.
Yeah, that is way too much money. So I don't know if maybe I'll talk to her. Maybe she can help me out with, like, what the dentistry stuff is on her insurance. Or maybe I just need to go to a dentist who isn't going to charge me, it sounds like $8,000 to fix the hole in my face. We'll see. So that was one of the things I have been thinking about this week.
Yeah, insurance is such a weird thing because I haven't gone to a general practitioner, like I haven't gone to a doctor for like a checkup in 6 years.
Wow, you're supposed to do that, Andy. Wait a second.
Yeah, you're supposed to go every year.
Yeah, wait a second. How old are you?
22.
Okay, it kind of surprises me. I mean, my mom's a nurse, like I said, but when I was a minor, she would make sure I would go and do the
yeah,
things.
the thing is the last time I went was my junior year of high school. I went because I was going to try out for basketball, so I went and got a checkup.
Sure.
Because you need to have one on file that's recent to do that. And then I realized what a horrible mistake I was making and didn't join the basketball team. Because sports suck.
Yeah, no, been there.
So since then, my mom...
I'm glad we could bond over this sports suck thing on our friggin' nerd podcast.
Well, I enjoy any sport that I can do on my own, which limits me to a very limited options. Solitaire isn't a sport, Tony.
I don't know. Maybe if you throw the cards, help me.
It limits me to golf.
Yeah.
Which is golf sucks. I would never golf.
Okay, there are a million golf courses out here. I'm not interested in it, but everybody here is old and everybody loves it.
And martial arts, because that's a solo thing. I don't need a team for that shit. So, but martial arts is way too time intensive.
Yeah, but on the other hand, it'd just be kind of a cool thing to know, wouldn't it?
Well, I'm doing like basic boxing right now, and again, this is all part of my master plan, right, to become Spider-Man. Mm-hmm. So let's stop talking about that. What was I talking about? Right. So I went to the doctor my junior year of high school, mm-hmm. and then I was supposed to go at the end of my senior year of high school, but I decided to not do that, and instead I went to Seattle with a buddy of mine. And since then, I've been to the hospital twice, but I still haven't been to the doctor for a general checkup.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
you had like a major medical problem.
Yeah, my insides got infected twice, actually.
Yeah, we recorded like 2 days after one of those incidents.
Yeah, and then the incident before that,
you sound like death.
I know, I need to go back and listen to it. But the other time before that, I tore my hand open, catching a barbed wire fence. Not on purpose, mind you. The barbed wire fence fell, and I couldn't get out of the way fast enough.
Oh, okay. I thought you reached out and caught it, which, I mean, I'm not going to judge you for making a stupid decision in a split second, but, like, afterward, if I had made that decision, I would have thought, man, that was a stupid thing I did.
Oh, I definitely was.
Just like how when I started to feel dizzy, I didn't, like, sit the fuck down and not pass out and fall on my face.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway,
Sorry.
the other thing that happened though is after the first time I went to the hospital, this weird thing happened where I was accidentally kicked off of my parents' insurance.
Fuck.
Like due to some weird clerical error, like I just didn't have insurance for a couple of months. Mm-hmm. So, I went and had to get all of that paperwork taken care of. And the reason this happened is because for about a year, I was on food stamps because I didn't have a job. Mm-hmm. And at some point in that process, they listed me as being like a single person under law. And that, for some reason, kicked me off of my parents' insurance, which it shouldn't have because I should be on there until I'm 26.
That shouldn't do that. Also, I genuinely did not know that as a student you could get food stamps.
Yeah, you can. It's you have to be making a certain amount of income, which I was, because I was working for the school as like a clerk. But the year after, I think the year after that year I was on food stamps, I got a different job at the school that paid me more money, and at that point I was making too much money to get food stamps, but if you make no money at all, you still also can't get food stamps. It's a really weird system.
Yeah, that's strange.
But I have insurance now, and so now I think 2 years later, I've decided to actually like go to a general practitioner and do a checkup.
And are you?
Well, I still haven't gone.
Okay,
no,
cool.
I still haven't gone. My this is our last episode. I'm dying.
Fuck.
No, I'm just kidding. But
I am almost definitely gonna have to find somebody else to record with.
I'm sure you'll find someone.
It would be really annoying if this was the last episode just after you watched Winnie the Pooh and we decided not to record that one.
Was today the Emmys?
Yes, today was the Emmys.
How the fuck do I miss this shit? I guess it's because I don't care.
I don't care, but
yeah.
I know that your guy won something.
My guy?
Where is it? I just saw this thing. Fucking the Community and
he for Atlanta, I assume?
Yes, for Atlanta.
Cool. Yeah, Donald Glover.
Apparently the first black director to win an Emmy.
Yeah, that makes sense. Wow, that's actually super cool.
Though, but...
It is super shitty because there have definitely been a lot of shows with black directors, but yeah, Atlanta's first episode is really good.
I have not watched any of it.
I haven't watched anything past the first episode because the first episode was available for free on YouTube for a bit, and I don't have access to FX.
There was a show that I tried to get into that I'm still not 100% sure about called Powerless. Do you know this one?
I think I remember you talking to me about it. Yeah.
Yeah, I tried to get into it again, and I guess I'm not that big a fan of the type of show that it is, even though I love the concept.
Yeah.
Because I'm just not a fan of, like, office shows. But the point
Okay, I get what you mean.
The point of it is that it's an office where they make... Okay, so the conceit is these are, like, people who work at a subsidiary of Wayne Enterprises. And so they live in this city that's, like, not a huge city, but still has, like, superheroes and supervillains running around it all the time.
Yeah.
And Alan Tudyk is the boss, and he is, like, Bruce Wayne's third cousin or something, and he's just a giant asshole. And,
yeah, we've definitely talked about this.
Yeah, okay, and stuff like that. And it's a really good concept that just doesn't click with me for some reason, which I keep going back to it and then thinking, I really wish I liked this one. They had a good one where the whole point was they were trying to land an Atlantis-based client And so Alan Tudyk lied about knowing Aquaman. I'm like, that's good shit.
I feel like we need more kind of an acceptance of the absurd and the camp of comics in something in like TV shows or movies. I feel like we don't accept that part of comic books enough.
Yeah, and that is just a damn shame, because a lot of that's the best part of comics, and it's what people try to shy away from when they're like introducing other people to comics. Which like I think like Squirrel Girl, right?
Yeah.
But if somebody just like saw Squirrel Girl and was like, "You're reading something called Squirrel Girl," I don't know how I would describe it to them to make it sound cool, even though I think it's really cool.
Yeah, I have such a big problem with it though, because like it is easier for me to recommend Squirrel Girl to somebody because like I can't explain it to them, but I can at least say read some issues of Squirrel Girl. If you don't like it, that's cool, but I can trust that there's not going to be like anything absurdly terrible in Squirrel Girl.
You mean like Captain America's not going to suddenly be a Nazi or anything?
Yeah,
like
or there's not going to be like a weird rape scene like in some Batman comics. Or absurd, or like murder.
I know I will occasionally tweet out, like, the recap of Squirrel Girl is a fake Twitter feed.
Yeah.
Which, one of the reasons it's great is because you can actually find it on Twitter. But it's a conversation she and Spider-Man have, where he's like, "It's heroes on heroes, it's a crisis out here, you need to come help." And she's like, I'm in Antarctica saving dinosaurs? So why don't you guys just deal with that? And I'll be down here saving dinosaurs.
Doing the importance work.
Well, she says, is it going to be exactly the same later, but with small changes? And Spider-Man goes, maybe it'll be different this time.
I think one of my favorite things about Squirrel Girl is it appeals to like so many people, but a lot of people who are fans of like diehard edgelord comics really hate Squirrel Girl.
Fucking good.
Yeah, right? Great. It's perfect. Like, I was talking to somebody and I was like, my favorite thing about Squirrel Girl is that she defeated Thanos. And the person looked at me like, what? You can't defeat Thanos. And I was like, well, defeat is a strong word. She, like, kind of convinced him to go vegan or something. I don't remember the storyline very well, but it was great.
I got on Squirrel Girl after Brian North started writing it, so I haven't read the Great Lakes Avengers or any of the, like, 70s, was it 70s Squirrel Girl stuff?
Yeah.
No, actually, maybe she was later. She might be a 90s kid. But, like, that's one that she mentions to Galactus, how she beat Thanos, and he's like, and he says something like, nice, he's such a tool. She also beats Galactus, but she beats him by making friends and by taking him to a planet full of nuts that he eats.
Oh shit, dude.
So, like,
dude.
Sorry for
No, you're good, you're good.
The Galactus storyline, because I had a lot of fun with that one.
Oh, fuck. I'm sorry. I need to find some. I just read something, and I need to like verify that this is true.
Oh shit! We got breaking news here today.
It's not breaking. This is in July.
We got old news.
So it's old news. It's just news that I don't think we've talked about. It looks like Marvel is working with some company to make a show called New Warriors. Fuck, we said we weren't going to talk about Marvel, so god damn it.
Guys, we fucked up bad.
Yeah.
Guys,
anyway,
we did that thing where we fucked up like really bad.
It looks like ABC and Freeform are working with Marvel to make a live-action, sitcom-style superhero TV show starring Squirrel Girl, Mr. Immortal, Night Thrasher, Speedball, Microbe, Debris, and Keith David as himself, I assume.
Okay, here's the thing. I have heard almost nothing about this, but I remember hearing about this when it was like first announced.
Yeah.
I don't know any of those characters. And if Squirrel Girl wasn't such a joke, who then people actually started to like, I definitely wouldn't have heard of her either.
Yeah,
but that's
I
not
know.
completely fair, because I hadn't heard of Jessica Jones before Jessica Jones came out.
See, that's the thing, right? Is like I had heard of Jessica Jones, and because her mainline comics were called Alias.
Okay.
And they had recently did an arc that was just like super fucking good, and everyone was talking about it in like the indie comic scene because the guy in charge of it was like did something at Image Comics before. But I recognize a couple of these superheroes just as being lame-o C-tier guys.
Right, okay. That's what I would have expected.
So I'm interested to see what it is.
Mm-hmm. I expect something like that to be fun.
I would hope it's fun.
And yeah, that's the thing. I would hope that it is, because if they swing and miss on that, that'll break my heart.
Yeah.
If they can't make that fun.
We'll see. So I watched something.
Mm-hmm.
I watched the Netflix Death Note.
Oh no.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Why would you wait? Why would you? But why?
I wanted to have a bad movie night and watch a bad movie.
That'll fucking
so I
do
did.
it, I think.
Yeah, it was a it was a fucking trip, man. I have never seen a movie be put together so incompetently.
Okay.
To the extent that this movie felt like it was made in 2002.
The golden age of incompetent movies? I don't understand what you're saying.
No, it's not that 2002 is the golden age of incompetent movies. It feels like this was a movie that was made in 2002, and then just now they decided, well, fuck, why don't we just release it? Like, it's just, there's so many decisions, and like the plot simultaneously meanders and moves too fast, and like the characters are either undefined or defined in contradictory ways.
Oh, this movie sounds like a blast.
I highly recommend watching it. If you're a fan of the original like Death Note manga or anime, I don't recommend watching it. If you liked it, if you didn't like it though, because I didn't like the manga or anime really.
Yeah, it was very bad.
This
it took
movie,
me a while to hit the stride where I was like, oh shit, I'm reading something I hate.
Yeah, right. It's written very well.
The other thing
it's
is
just
the concept is a really cool idea. Like, what if you could kill somebody with no repercussions?
Yeah, but also what the repercussions of that are.
Right, but then the main character, his immediate thought is, I'm just gonna kill people I don't like. And he becomes a huge serial killer, and he only kills people like in Japan, and he only kills people who he knows have done crimes, but like for some reason doesn't like the justice system at all. He's not like killing corrupt government officials, which would make a lot of sense to me, or he's not killing like a robber baron type. It's just all criminals who have been caught, but he thinks that's not enough.
Yeah,
which is crazy. Like, that's not a good place to take that sort of thought experiment.
Yeah, and trust me, the premise and the way it moves is made all the more ridiculous in the film.
Okay, because there is a huge amnesia plotline in the manga, so you would have to work to get it more ridiculous. True.
That's right. God, I forgot about that. fuck, that's so stupid.
It's so stupid.
But
I hate that so much.
But the thing about the Death Note manga and anime is, I don't like the premise. I mean, I like the premise. I don't like the way the premise is handled. But overall, the art is really good. The writing is competent, and it's a very polished series.
It took me a while to decide I didn't like it.
Yeah, it's just very polished. And that's like the best word I have to say what it is, because it's not necessarily bad. I just think it sucks, which are two very different things. Mm-hmm. But this movie,
I think it's a bad story well told.
Yeah, that's exactly it. But this movie is a bad movie. It is put together very shoddily. It almost refuses to tell a meaningful story or have any meaningful themes. Mm-hmm. And whatever themes it does have, it handles so sloppily that I just couldn't help but leave feeling befuddled. That being said, I enjoyed watching it happen in front of my eyes.
Okay.
And the movie has the gall to end on a cliffhanger.
Come back next movie.
When it doesn't even have a plot to begin with, so by the time any plot gets going, it doesn't really feel like a cliffhanger. It just feels like, oh fuck, we forgot to start the movie, so I guess you're just gonna have to come back for that to happen. What?
That is beautiful.
Oh no, the real beauty is that during the end credits sequence, they had bloopers and outtakes.
Oh my gosh! That is delightful.
Do you know what I mean when I say? Now do you know what I mean when I said it feels like it was made in 2002?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I highly recommend, if you have like a spare, however, I think it's like an hour and 50 minutes long. It feels really short, but I think it's like an hour and 50 minutes long. If you have a spare almost 2 hours and you feel like getting really drunk and just watching something stupid, watch Death Note, because
I like, there are good movies I need to watch.
Yes, there are a lot.
And I really want to finish this video game, and I haven't been playing it for a while. Like, every time I want to do something stupid, I think, wow, there's like a million better things I could be doing.
Sometimes you just gotta take a break, man. You just gotta do something awful to remind yourself of that there's good in the world.
Disagree. It's weird because...
No, I do too. I said that sentence and I disagreed with it.
It's weird because we co-host a bad movie podcast. I don't like watching bad movies. I get no joy out of watching Balto 2 and keeping track of the batshit insane stuff that happens.
I at least get some joy. I do.
That's good. I'm glad for that. Genuinely. But for me, when a story is badly told, and that's because I can't watch a movie without just breaking it down to whether or not it's a good story. When a story is badly told, it just hurts me. No matter what else is happening in the film, that doesn't matter as much to me.
Yeah, I as somebody who I do enjoy watching the occasional like bad movie, it has to be a very specific kind of bad where there's enough happening that's insane that makes you just want to keep watching, but it's not like it's not too over the top that you start just kind of getting tired, but it's not too slow that you start getting bored. And I think Death Note has enough ridiculous moments. It also has enough, like, there's like the occasional shot in the movie where I think, okay, that was a really good shot. But the thing is it's cut together so poorly, I can't help but think that maybe that cool shot was kind of an accident. Also, there is an actor in that movie there is one actor in that movie who's really acting. Like, this guy is, like, acting his heart out. And kudos to him, because the script he's working with and the actors he's acting against in most scenes just are not keeping up with him at all.
I have a question. Are the actors Asian in this live action anime movie?
No.
Okay, cool.
There's one. There is one Asian actor of note.
Okay. I just listened to the Flophouse do Ghost in the Shell, which is what made me think of that.
Oh gosh, I just listened to that too. But yeah, no. At least this movie, like, they didn't just set it in Japan and fill the cast with a bunch of Americans. No.
I haven't seen that Great Wall movie, but, like, I know Matt Damon's leading it. And that's, like, I would see commercials for it and I would think, I know the Great Wall's in China, right?
Well, the funny thing about the Great Wall is that was made by a Chinese studio.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah. The reason they put Matt Damon in as the lead is because they wanted the movie to sell in the U.S.
I mean, that's what Hollywood says, too. That's what Scarlett Johansson is, what's-her-face in Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah, but the problem is nobody saw Ghost in the Shell.
It's true.
And I know people who've seen The Great Wall. I don't know anyone who's seen Ghost in the Shell.
Do you know something about Scarlett Johansson? It feels like she's doing the thing that Will Smith did, which is just signing up for any sci-fi movie because they sell a lot. And it seems like the ones she's signing up for are just bad.
The thing is, right, is like, I can...
Like, she's a good actor, right? Like, she's not bad.
Yeah, she is a good actor. I know she's a good actor.
And she keeps on being in these...
bad movies.
Shit movies.
Yeah, I mean, I think that just happens to any actor of note, really. But I will say this. I don't think any of Will Smith's movies have flopped.
Didn't the M. Night Shyamalan one flop?
Did it?
I mean, I kind of hope it did. I could tell it was going to be terrible from the trailer, so I hope other people could.
I have a very interesting opinion of that movie.
Oh, no.
That I don't want to talk about right now.
Alright. That's fine. Okay.
Oh, no, it did. Oh, yeah, you're right. This movie flopped.
Okay.
Okay, well, before that movie came out, he pretty much had a clear track record.
Yeah, no, but one of the reasons for that is that he would sign up for, like, any sci-fi movie he could, and he ended up in, partially because of him, partially because they were good movies, like Men in Black.
Yeah.
Is a good movie, and Independence Day
Men in Black 2 is
movie.
Not.
Men in Black 2 isn't a terrible movie, though.
Yes, it is.
It's just, like, not Men in Black. I mean, it's generic and not very good, but, like...
So it's bad.
Like, you could definitely watch Men in Black 1 and Men in Black 3 if you wanted.
And I would recommend that. Men in Black 3 is surprisingly really good.
Yes, it is really good. It shocked me when I saw that.
Yeah, seriously.
But I think... I'm sorry. I'm not going to sit here and judge and judge whether or not Men in Black 2 is bad, because I don't care that much. I don't think it was awful or anything. I mean, you can sit through it and be mildly entertained the whole time. I think that's fine.
I don't think Men in Black 2 is like Sharknado or The Room. I just think that it's like, to me it's on par with like Transformers.
The first one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I can watch it and be entertained, but the moment I start like really looking at what it is that I'm watching, I kind of start really questioning a lot of the creative decisions that the movie makes. But yeah, Death Note is bad. It's a poorly made movie, but it's fun. It is a fun thing to watch if you have 2 hours to kill and a pack of beers to destroy.
It's just that I'm sure there are Asian actors out there.
Oh, there are a ton.
I actually just saw a good Onion video, it was almost a Clickhole video, but not as good as Clickhole. Clickhole does amazing videos.
Clickhole has become, I think, my new Onion. I used to go to the Onion a lot. I go to Clickhole more now.
But I watched a Good Onion video where it was interviewing Asian women about the fact they were always typecast as Sherlock Holmes. Which genuinely feels like something Clickhole would do, and do better, but it was still real funny. And it was partially funny and partially, hey, the real joke here is that these women kind of can't get any roles, so...
Yeah, it's the most infuriating thing to me about the whole like debacle about them not hiring an Asian actress to play the lead role is one of the primary things that like somebody was quoted as saying was,
are you going to say the emotion thing?
Yeah, Asian actresses or Asian actors in general don't have a wide variety of emotions to display.
The thing is, that is such a weird stereotype because I've never heard it before, and it sounds like something that got said in Hollywood at one point, and everybody just assumed it was true.
I legitimately cannot believe why anyone would think this is true. I've seen so many like Jackie Chan movies and kung fu movies to know that it's not true.
And Jackie Chan he does this cool thing where he can be hilarious while fighting people.
Yeah,
which is really hard to do.
I genuinely miss Rush Hour movies.
Okay, sure.
I know they weren't good.
No, but they were a certain kind of fun bad.
Yeah, like
that Jackie Chan could always deliver.
Jackie Chan, I think, has a particular way of acting that, like Robin Williams, I think we're never going to see people who do that again, or at least for a long time.
He does a good, like, over-the-top everyman. That on top of that, he has these very specific skills that make him good at this very specific type of movie that he always makes.
I just really enjoy watching Jackie Chan fight people with something that you shouldn't be able to fight people with.
Question. Have you ever listened to the One Shot podcast? I'm not trying to get you onto another podcast because I know you have a million.
I haven't. You've mentioned it to me before, but I haven't.
Yeah, I think I mentioned it to you, but I don't think I said it on the podcast, so I'll just say it here. It's one of the RPG podcasts I listen to.
Mm-hmm.
They do one-shots, and one of their recurring ones, they've done like 3 of them, is a feng shui game. Feng shui is an RPG built around the idea of martial arts, and specifically martial arts movies. And in these feng shui games, they have always played it like it's a Jackie Chan movie. Specifically, they had one person playing Jackie Chan the whole time. So he would describe what he was doing, and he would describe how, like, first he reaches for a knife, and then he realized that he picked up a rolling pin instead, and he has to fight with that. And he...
Nice.
And like, so much of their storytelling is about how he's getting the crap beaten out of him so that he can swing back the next turn. The most recent one was Shaq Fu, the third of the series, where it's Jackie Chan and Shaq in the same movie.
Oh my goodness!
So that one was fun.
Yeah, There's an amazing YouTube video on a channel called Every Frame a Painting that dissects how Jackie Chan does action comedy.
Mm-hmm. I may have seen this. I'm sorry. Tell the people about it.
No, I would hope so. But yeah, there is nothing like cooler to me like than just when I was a kid watching Jackie Chan like pick up like a chair or a full-sized ladder and then just kind of look at it like, why the fuck did I grab this? And then look at everyone around him and go, well, I guess I'm gonna have to make this work, and then make it work.
And then use a full-sized ladder in a fight. Yes.
It's just so like mesmerizing and just cool.
Well, and the other thing is, I didn't realize this until I specifically watched a video about it. And this was about Jackie Chan and also about the Serenity movie.
Yeah.
And what it was about is how in most, especially big budget movies, when there's a fight scene, they use camera tricks. Like they'll show somebody throwing a punch and then cut away and the camera will shake or something to like, oh, somebody got punched. And the clips they used were from Guardians of the Galaxy, which is a big movie and it has a fair amount of fight scenes in it. And they would just show how you see here, it cuts away, so in your mind you think, oh, somebody just got punched, but you also know they didn't. And it showed a clip from a Jackie Chan movie, specifically the ones that he would make outside of America.
Yeah.
Because the ones
those are really good.
Where he would get direction, where he would get to be the director, were the ones that he would actually have like full-on fight scenes in.
Yeah.
And because the reason people don't do these fight scenes is because what happens is you throw the wrong punch, somebody gets a huge swollen jaw, and you gotta like wait a week or two to film that again because you can't have a huge swollen jaw in the scene.
Yeah,
I get it, but like it makes you feel it viscerally.
The end result,
somebody just got punched, and they compared this, like I said, to Serenity because there's the final fight scene in Serenity between the like bounty hunter guy and Captain Mal is all one shot of them actually beating the crap out of each other because it was such a low budget movie that's what they could do. And that feels like a powerful, almost intimate scene. And you don't get that with a lot of stuff that doesn't have this language of fighting in it. And man, I hope that made sense. Okay.
No, you're good. You're good. You definitely had a good coherent thought, but I think you're right. Like there's just, to me, even though it is so much more expensive. I find it funny, actually, like tangentially related. I find it really funny that like they're like low budget action movies will often do fight scenes like in a choreographed classical way because it's cheaper. But the moment you have like a AAA $5 billion movie, all of a sudden those kinds of fight scenes are way too expensive. Mm-hmm. And I don't understand how that works. I feel like I genuinely do not understand what is happening between the kind of lower end movies and these big AAA action movies that makes doing choreographed fight scenes so much harder.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe it's just about not wanting to like break a star's nose. When you have these low budget movies, these people are usually not big names, and maybe they'll risk it. Although I don't know, there's actors guilds and stuff. I don't know what all the rules are either.
I do think it's worth it though to do the work, because like if you watch like a modern example, when you watch John Wick, if you've ever seen John Wick, have you seen John Wick?
I haven't seen John Wick. I know it's supposed to be very good.
It is a really good deconstruction of the action movie genre.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
But the best part of it is the fact that like that is Keanu Reeves like throwing people around and getting thrown around. And it does the thing that you want to see in action movies where somebody throws a punch and you see that person get punched. I mean, obviously, they're not actually getting punched because that's not how it works. But it's physical and the camera doesn't cut away, so it feels so much more visceral. And I think the end result just feels so much better. Like one of the reasons why I really enjoy watching like older kung fu action movies is the fact that those action scenes are just there, and like they're so beautiful and just fun to watch. And like a modern action movie, the action scenes are fun, but they feel more like they feel less like watching an elaborate dance and more like watching, or they feel less like watching a fight and more like watching an elaborate dance.
Mm-hmm.
Where at the end of it, somebody just kind of falls over like in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, then somebody rips out somebody else's spine.
Oh, that would be cool, actually, if more movies did that.
I don't know. I feel like that's specifically a low-budget movie trick.
I guess at the end of the day, what I'm really saying is more movies need more spine ripping. There hasn't been enough. Man, Jackie Chan's so cool. But also, fuck the people who made fucking Ghost in the Shell. Like,
yeah, no, seriously.
Going back to what I was saying before, like, it's ridiculous to me that they would say Asian actors can't express emotion because they wrote a character who the entire film has trouble expressing emotion.
Right, that's what I heard. Again, I didn't watch this. I listened to the Flophouse. They were talking about how Scarlett Johansson has the ability to show emotion really well,
mm-hmm.
and she must have been directed not to because she doesn't like fucking do anything with her face.
It's absurd, and like I feel a lot of people give Keanu Reeves shit for not being able to act, and I think that is unfair because I think Keanu Reeves could act. I just feel like most of the movies he's in, people want Neo from The Matrix.
I was going to say what it probably is he was sort of typecast, and then that's what everybody wanted.
Which is it's hilarious to me because because before he did The Matrix, he was known for doing stoner comedies.
Oh, that's delightful. I
never
knew that.
Yeah, he did like a movie series called Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Was Keanu Reeves in Bill and Ted's Excellent? Was he Bill or Ted?
He was Ted.
I saw this movie.
Yeah,
I saw the first movie once. I didn't see the second movie, which is the one I'm pretty sure has a chess scene with death. So that's
that's the second one.
I remember having an epiphany about Bill and Ted. just like one day, randomly thinking about this movie, because supposedly they started a band that caused world peace, but while they were forming that band, in their bid to get a good history grade, they went back in time and stole a bunch of people from different time periods, and they spent like all day together in a mall. So who knows what differences they made in the time stream. I bet that somebody told Lincoln to duck or something and just changed history forever, and the reason world peace happened is because they fucked up the time stream so much that like Joan of Arc wins or something.
Yeah, and that's the time. Then they made the timeline where world peace was possible, and all it needed was the song.
Right.
It was the final piece of the puzzle. What was it that I said to you the last time we talked about something like this? I feel like every time like a Hollywood movie comes out that I feel pushes the industry forward so much, you find out that the people in charge are still stuck in like the 1940s for some reason.
Yeah, I don't remember what we last talked about that brought that up. Although that sounds like a conversation we've definitely had.
Yeah, it's possible we had it when not recording. It's hard to tell these days whether or not.
See, that's what happens when you record yourself so much.
Yeah, is you start to lose track. I had one more thing that I want to talk about. See, I watched Death Note.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right. This isn't what I wanted to talk about, but have you heard of a film called Alpha and Omega?
No.
All right, give me a sec. Let me just send you this.
Uh-oh.
Just going to send you this over Twitter.
BT Dubs, I finished listening to The Adventure Zone again, and man, cried a lot. Cried a lot. Then I listened to the Max Fun episodes, which were great because one of them has Lin-Manuel Miranda on it. And the great thing about those is that before he knew Lin-Manuel Miranda was going to be on there, Clint made a bard character that was based off of him called Lenny Manolito. And so the thing is that he that every time they tried to, like, talk about his character, Len said, yeah, what? Because it was just impossible. Okay, there are 8 Alpha and Omega. Journey to Bear Kingdom. Okay. Oh no. What is this? What's Alpha and Omega?
It is...
Omega Wolf Humphrey and Alpha Wolf Kate find themselves on a rocky road trip. Mm-hmm. Humphrey is all about fun, while Kate devotes herself to duty and discipline. Back home, rival wolves menace their pack, and only Kate and Humphrey can restore peace. But first, they must survive each other. Is this a wolf rom-com?
Yep.
Awesome.
The most baffling thing to me is the fact that there are 8 of them, because I remember when the first one came out and I saw that and I was like, if you go look at the poster for that movie, you know that that's not going to do well.
Oh, it's got the Rotten Tomatoes here, 16%.
Jesus fuck.
That's not terrible. All the other ones say NA, so that's probably not great. Although I want to watch Alpha and Omega Dino Digs.
What the fuck? Big furries. Jesus fucking Christ.
No, so when do we watch these for the podcast?
I will let you pick that one.
I feel like it should be like a holiday special or something.
No. We'll watch the first 2, I guess. And then
I just feel like maybe they'll become fan favorites and we'll have to do one every once in a while.
I doubt that, but man, because I feel like I'm just looking at the poster for this first fucking movie and I'm just not having it. This looks like garbage.
God. Oh,
why does this wolf girl have a mullet? What the fuck?
Oh no, it does look like garbage. Oh, that's too bad. For some reason I thought it would be live action, but that was silly.
Like a talking dog movie.
Like a talking dog movie, but with wolves, or, dogs that look like wolves. But yeah. Nah.
Yeah.
No, this looks like some real shitty animated... who's even in this? Let's see.
If I read the other page, and apparently none of the actors in this movie came back for any of the subsequent films.
Hayden Pettinelli. Who's this girl? Oh, she was the hero's chick.
I was going to say she... no, not Donald Glover. Danny Glover is someone else.
I know who Danny Glover is. He was in the those old cop movies.
Yeah, he was.
Old cop movies, but,
I'm getting too old for this shit.
Right, yeah. He played the old cop in the movies.
With Mel Gibson.
Yes. I specifically remember the bomb on the toilet scene.
Yeah. Stupid.
There's a character called Reba in this movie, and for some fucking reason it's not played by Reba. So I don't understand the point.
I was going to say, I recognized Hayden Panettiere, and then you said she's the hero's chick, and I was like, that is what she's from. But I remember her from a little video game called Until Dawn.
Yes.
That's a really good video game.
Well, it's a pretty good video game.
I thought it was really good.
Maybe I'm just not a fan of slasher films, so I thought it was kind of cheesy and over the top.
I'm a huge fan of slasher films.
Okay.
I'm a huge fan of horror movies, and I'm very excited to go watch it.
The playthrough that I watched of Until Dawn, the guys playing it guessed within 20 minutes that there were going to be Wendigos. And he pulled it right out of his ass.
Well, I mean, if you're going to be setting a horror movie or a horror game in the middle of the American Northwest, Wendigos are the go-to.
Yeah, but I feel like Wendigos are not that common in the cultural...
They very much are not.
Yeah. So, when he said Wendigos, it became a joke among them. And yeah, Wendigos are gonna show up. And then 5 hours into the game, Wendigos show up.
Yup.
So he felt pretty vindicated.
Oh man, it is really good. It is very corny and very like what was the word you used?
I can't even remember. I think I might have just said over the top.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of like teenagers doing like stupid flirty stuff and then stupid dying stuff, and it's like, and the point of the game is that you can save or kill
whoever you want
by the decisions you make, and that's pretty cool.
It feels like to me that it's a game about horror movies made by people who are really big fans of the genre. I think to me it's more effective at getting across what it is that people who love slasher films love about slasher films than like parodies of the genre.
Right, it does seem to take itself pretty seriously. I'm not saying that it takes itself too seriously. I'm saying that it tries to be... It feels like a real horror movie instead of making fun of one. And it got two big actors, fairly big actors, and then made their character, like, built their characters around them. Like, yeah, you're watching these people like they're in a movie.
I gotta say, I will say also, like, yeah, like the game is kind of like in this really weird place of like these actors look like these models look like the actors that they're supposed to look like, and it's very convincing until you pause the game, because the menu has the character you're controlling's face just there, and they'll just kind of stare and they'll like blink and stuff, and that's when it hits Uncanny Valley for me, where I'm because I have to stare so long at their unmoving face.
Yeah, as I was gonna say, as a general rule, it actually doesn't get to Uncanny Valley, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
Because again, the better video games get at looking like real video, kind of the scarier it gets. Because if you get it wrong just a little, then the fact that everything else about it's realistic really fucks with you.
Yeah, and I'm the studio that made Until Dawn. I have such a weird history because like I think the first thing they ever did was they made like DLC for Little Big Planet.
Oh, that is weird.
And then they made like a bunch of like adaptation stuff and ports and like party games. And then they just came out with Until Dawn and like fuck. And now they're making this other game that I'm actually very excited for called Hidden Agenda.
Okay.
And the point of the game is you're playing you and a group of people are controlling a detective.
Okay.
And so you all vote on actions you want the detective to take.
So it's like Twitch plays Pokemon?
Yeah, it's exactly like that. Except here's the thing. One of the players will be given a secret objective that they want to fulfill.
Okay.
So to encourage disagreement amongst the players.
So it's like Twitch plays Pokemon with a little bit of oh my god, what's that one-page RPG?
Is it the one you wanted to play? That one?
Yeah, You Are John. I think it's called, or I Am John. Where the whole point of it is that you're all playing different personalities inside one person.
Yeah, and so it's like that, and the kind of scenario that people got to demo, I think, that they were talking about, like one of the stories that I heard somebody mention is that they got through the whole game, and they figured it out. They knew who it was, and then at the very last minute, one of the players like pulled out a trump card and sentenced an innocent person to death using the evidence that they had gathered.
Damn.
And everyone in the room just like was celebrating because they did it, and then that happened, and everyone was like looking around like, who did it? And then, like, just from the corner, this person just starts, like, laughing at themselves, and they all just look at him and they go, "You son of a bitch." We were so close to figuring out who it was. And, like, it's just so... Like, it sounds so much fun to me. It's a game, I think, that's aimed at, like, streamers, which is cool.
Sure, yeah. That sounds fascinating just from a gameplay perspective. Like, even if it was really, really bad, which I doubt it would be, it would still be a fascinating game.
Definitely. Like, I think it scratches that itch that I normally get playing, like, David Cage games, which is, I know, even if it's bad, it's worth at least trying out to see what it is that they're doing, because it's a different kind of story experience.
Right. I was going to say they're doing something new with the genre.
Yeah, it's always worth, I think, trying out people who are experimenting with the medium, especially with such a big budget. Like, I love a good Jackbox game, but the idea of somebody taking, like, a mechanic from a Jackbox game and then building a whole AAA game out of that mechanic is super appealing.
Right, that's pretty fascinating.
God, I can't believe there are 8 of these fucking movies. I'm still staring at this poster.
That is... I mean, I immediately just got annoyed with it and closed it once I realized they were just bad cartoons. I'm convinced at some point we're gonna do, like, one of those Puppy Buddies movies.
We have to, right?
And they probably won't be as bad as I assume they are, because they're probably just going to be cute puppy movies. But my biggest hang up on ever watching any of these is I'm looking at this poster for the first movie, the one that actually had a budget, and thinking, this looks like shit. It not only had a budget, it made its budget back. Did
yeah,
you see that?
Oh, fucking Christ. Of course it did. Fuck. What worries me is it's all downhill from here, right? I have to look at this awful bullshit and then I have to see it get worse.
I don't know. I mean, is that possible? It seems like such an easy... Wait, this says in theaters everywhere. This was released in theaters?
Yeah, Alpha and Omega was released in theaters. I remember seeing this come out in theaters. I didn't watch it because I knew. I saw that poster and I knew.
You can tell pretty immediately. What this looks like is a rip-off of a DreamWorks movie. Which is in itself usually a rip-off of a Disney movie or a Pixar movie. It's just that these have such great names. Is the thing. Holiday Adventure.
Yeah, because that was what I was thinking, is that these have such great names.
No, like Dino Digs. That makes me think, well, what kind of dinosaur shenanigans are these wolves gonna get into? Journey to Bear Kingdom? Come on!
Yeah, I am actually curious as to what is in the Bear Kingdom.
What is in Bear Kingdom?
Why do they need to go there?
I still think we have the moratorium on bears for a while.
We do. No bears for a while. I'm ready. You know what? I'm ready to go on this wolf quest whenever you are. This is the real wolf quest here.
No, stop saying that. Stop saying those words.
Balto 2, we thought Balto 2 was the wolf quest, but it turns out Balto 2 was just preparing us for the realness that is Alpha and Omega.
It's baffling to me that Mark Hamill was in that movie.
I know.
He's such a good voice actor. Like, he can do so much with voice acting. And... It was just not a character. That's some kind of crime, it feels like. I also feel like that answers the question as to why were the wolves in Wolf Quest only in the last 10 minutes? It's because that's all they could pay Mark Hamill for.
I don't think when this movie came out, I don't think Mark Hamill was as big as I want to think he is, because Mark Hamill has done some shit.
Oops.
What did you do?
Oops. I typed in Wolf Quest in Google, and there's a video game Live the Life of a Wild Wolf. It's got like 9 out of 10 on Steam.
Wait, what?
It doesn't look good.
It's got a 9
very
out of 10.
positive.
It explores wolf behavior and ecology. It's getting a third one.
I mean, it might be very good. And it looks like it might also kind of be an advertisement for Yellowstone National Park.
Very interesting. It looks like...
Learn to hunt elk, communicate with other wolves, find a mate, establish a territory, raise pups, go on some kind of wolf quest.
An actual wolf quest involving wolves and not a weird singing mouse.
You're a spirit animal.
Fucking you were an animal. You don't need a spirit animal. You're already an animal. It's such fucking... I'm so...
There's mobile Wolf Quest.
Wolf Quest Mobile. I'm looking through Mark Hamill's credits.
I don't think he has been in a lot of great stuff. I think he is a genuinely good actor who got
shafted by Star Wars.
But also, like, he was in Star Wars, and so everybody knows him from fucking Star Wars. But then it sort of meant that he almost couldn't do anything else. I bet that's why he went into voice acting in the first place.
Yeah, I think, if I remember correctly, like, one of his first roles out of Star Wars, when out of Star Wars, people kept trying to typecast him as the plucky young hero. Mm. And he did voice acting for a couple of, like, adventure games.
Yeah, okay.
Because he's a huge nerd. And I think that's what got him into the industry, was just, like, this ability to just be able to go into a studio and because he's Mark Hamill from Star Wars, say, well, I want to be this kind of character, and they would let him.
Sure.
Oh man, okay, let's see here. He was
in the Little Mermaid TV series as
there was
Hans Christian Andersen and Zeus.
Okay, wait, so you just said a lot of things that I need to process all at once. There was a Little Mermaid TV series.
The 1989 animated feature adapted by Disney for TV in a prequel that leads up to the events of the film. Oh no. Oh no, it looks like she has 2 young siblings.
And in this series,
they have additional voices.
They have
Tim Curry, the evil Manta.
Okay, we have to watch this. Fuck. It's got the big 3. Only if somehow they have like a fucking like wee baby Alan Tudyk, then the holy quadrity will be complete.
That would be amazing.
There was a fucking Stuart Little TV series. What the fuck? I am beside myself.
Okay. I need to. Batman: Mask of the Phantasm. Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. The Adventures of Batman and Robin video game as the Joker. I didn't know that. I guess I didn't know that video game existed.
All right. Okay. Going down.
He was in the Tick?
Yeah.
Or the animated Tick. Okay. Okay. That's actually the one I haven't watched. I really enjoyed the new Tick series on Amazon.
I hear it's really good, and I really want to watch it someday.
You didn't see the original, did you?
I didn't.
That one's also really good, and it's got
Kronk.
Yeah.
Whose name escapes me.
Even though we have used his name a million times on this
podcast. So many times.
Also, we didn't mention him when we talked about A Series of Unfortunate Events, even though he's fantastic as Lemony Snicket.
He is fantastic in that. Yes, he definitely does not get enough.
Oh my god, this is a crime. Look, the Blues Brothers animated series, 1997. He's in a bunch of episodes as Detective Armbrister, and I clicked on it, and it says the never aired animated series, which means that it says 8 episodes were recorded. I don't know what happened.
Huh.
canceled before any of them aired. I guess they're just gone.
What the fuck is this?
We're down some crazy rabbit holes now.
Yeah, man. Just looking through Mark Hamill's acting career, he is in some shit.
The Incredible Hulk TV series.
Huh.
Okay, this is again an animated one. He was Gargoyle, who is a character I don't know about at all. Oh, and a Spider-Man, which probably means one of the ones you watched. He was Hobgoblin.
Oh my god, yes he was! Oh, shit. I'm like having flashbacks to that arc, to the Hobgoblin arc. Oh, crap. I had that arc on VHS. Oh, fuck. That's so good. Shit. Oh, I remember the Men in Black TV series. That was bad.
I don't remember whether or not it was good. I remember the song. But I think the song might have actually been the movie, too. I remember that it had, KJ and the girl who joins at the end of the first movie and is gone at the beginning of the second.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Buzz Lightyear Star Command is Flint.
Oh my god.
Who's Flint?
Flint, I don't know.
Okay, sorry. You go
but
on. I don't think it was a big deal. It looks like he was in, like, one episode, so probably just a throwaway character. Pepper Ann. Remember Pepper Ann?
I don't remember Pepper Ann.
That's okay. I don't remember it being very good.
Oh, shit, he was in Icewind Dale. That's interesting. That's a really big game.
I wasn't aware there was a Woody Woodpecker show in the late 90s, early 2000s.
I barely remember Woody Woodpecker, which is weird to me.
He was Mike Hawkins in Hamilton, the TV miniseries, which, I mean, I guarantee nobody cares or knows about.
This page has no information because I don't think it's actually about Hamilton.
Night of the Living Dew as Mark Hamill. I can get behind that. I fear that we have lost the plot a little bit.
I was going to say, who the fuck was he in Static Shock? He was the Joker in the crossover episode.
Oh, sure.
And we are back to Balto Wolf Quest. But which we now know has only been the trial run for the true Wolf Quest. Coming soon to this podcast. You're gonna have to do a lot of editing, I think, at this part because it's just so much.
I'm gonna cut out every time we've said Wolf Quest.
Wolf Quest, Wolf Quest, Wolf Quest, Wolf Quest, Wolf Quest, Wolf Quest. I guess me saying it all in one go doesn't just makes your job easier.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's actually still super easy to cut out.
Wolf Quest.
Narrator in the Call of Duty 2 game. Interesting.
Biker Mice from Mars. Fuck.
Oh, he was in Danny Phantom, but as a villain that I don't think ever comes back, so that's too bad.
Yeah.
A lot of recurring villains in that show.
He was a recurring villain in Codename Kids Next Door, though.
He was Fire Lord Ozai? Shit.
What?
Yeah. Mark Hamill is Fire Lord Ozai. I never knew that.
That's I mean, I've never watched the show, but that's a big ass role to just not know about.
Huge. Yeah. Huh.
Man, what the fuck?
Okay, he's like fucking really good at this. He's been coming up in Batman stuff, and it's not always the Joker. Like, he plays Grundy, Scarface, the Spectre.
Oh, the Spectre. The Garfield show.
Stuff.
God, Garfield minus Garfield has got to be one of like the greatest pieces of Dada art in like modern history.
It's really fucking good. Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated as Crybaby Clown, which I wonder if that's a send-up of the Joker. It's been a long time since I saw that. I
need to finish watching that.
Definitely gonna be cutting out a lot of this. Darth Bane in the Clone Wars. A bunch of voices in Adventure Time.
I need to watch Con Man.
Gravity Falls' Mysterious Old Man, which is alright. You didn't really like Firefly, so I don't think there's a reason for you to watch Con Man.
I mean, no, but I do like Alan Tudyk, and it looks like a genuinely funny show.
It's just that he plays himself as like a slightly shittier version of himself. It's like it's like the first part of Galaxy Quest.
Yeah, which I
where
also
just
really
Star Trek guys. It's all that.
Well, here's the thing: I really liked Galaxy Quest, even though I haven't really watched Star Trek much.
I mean, that's fair. Same, because I think it was a great send up. And Con Man will have Nathan Fillion.
God, fuck.
It's got like Felicia Day. It's got a lot of people.
Yeah, like just a lot of the nerd, the real nerd people.
Yeah, like
the big nerds,
like the Joss Whedon adjacent people. It's got a lot of those guys, and it's fun. It sort of had the same problem I felt as the same problem for me at least as Powerless, which is it feels very much like having to get through like bullshit that your regular job will put you through.
Yeah.
Which isn't to say it's bad. I mean, that's why people like it a lot of the time.
I just can't believe that I'm gonna have to meet Alan Tudyk and look at him in the eye and say, "I really liked you in iRobot."
He actually he talked about because I backed Con Man back when it was on Indiegogo, I think, and he talked about how like what the inspiration was, and he said, I'm basically playing myself, but back when Firefly ended, I got really lucky because I got in iRobot, and that sort of opened up new career paths to me. So, like, iRobot was, like, I think he really likes iRobot.
I do, too.
Because it I don't know, iRobot's another one of those for me, which isn't a bad movie, but doesn't necessarily say anything particularly new, and, like, it's Will Smith, and he's fun, and, again, Alan Tudyk as a weird,
robot.
Definitely more, Uncanny Valley-type robot is pretty interesting.
I think iRobot, the only reason iRobot worked is because back in 2004, there wasn't a lot of sci-fi movies that looked the way it did. Like, like it had a very specific, setting and look that you don't normally see because it didn't have any of the washed out like neon that you see from like Blade Runner knockoffs.
Yeah.
But it wasn't dirty enough to remind you of like Firefly or Alien.
I don't remember if we talked about this, but I watched Alien, right?
Yes.
And here's the thing about Alien. You were right about the suspense stuff. The suspense stuff is really good, and I don't usually like suspense movies.
Mm-hmm.
But it was really good at building suspense, making it believable, and making me care about people that I knew were going to die.
Yeah.
Even though that one character spends like fucking 20 minutes alone with a cat, and that, like, at some points it got boring. But here's the thing about this. So, the first reveal of the full alien, of what the alien looks like after the whole throat insemination sequence, is by the way, the moment that I should have realized that the robot guy was full of shit was when he said, "This is the thing has oxygen keeping him alive." No, it's definitely like fucking his throat. That's what's happening. It's not pumping oxygen into him. It is fucking his throat. Like,
by the way,
he'll get oxygen if you take it the fuck out.
By the way, was the reveal that he was a cyborg. Did that get you in any way? Because that's one of the big twists of the movie that nobody talks about, because I feel like everybody always talks about the alien.
Here's the thing, it's sort of, because we talked about this a little bit, about how a lot of Hollywood movies feel like they can't get away with not having a villain. I felt like that was really unnecessary, and all it did was add this crazy scene where, because I wasn't sure the whole time exactly what he had done to help the alien.
Yeah.
that wasn't clear to me. And so I kind of had an issue with that. And then so all I had was this crazy scene where it's revealed that, one, androids are a thing that exists in this universe and everybody kind of knows about them, but they're indistinguishable from humans. And two, when you beat the ever-loving shit out of them, they bleed blue everywhere. And then three, it turns out the company is totally evil, which is fine. I mean... But I remember actually being disappointed that he was a robot, because I was excited about, like, a human betrayal in this humans against aliens moment, and it turns out, oh, he's not human. And that got me partially because it's still a human betrayal. You just never get to meet the actual people who betrayed them.
Yeah, it's such a weird thing. I think to me the really big scene in Alien that I really like that nobody really talks about, because again people really like to talk about the alien, is when Ripley is interrogating Mother, which is the AI computer in charge of the spaceship.
Oh, also come up with a more dystopian name for your computer.
Right, Mother. It's hard. Like
Sorry.
You're good. But that scene is such a, like, it's so short, but it really gets across how fucking evil the company is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like in just like a couple of lines that you have to read off of a screen.
It does a lot with a little.
It's such a fucking good movie. Fuck. Like,
one thing I couldn't stand about it, and this didn't bother me like, oh, I hate this. It bothered me like I started to laugh.
Yeah.
Was they should never have revealed the full alien body.
They really shouldn't have.
No, even before the full alien body, there's a moment when the captain is stuck in the vents with the alien, and it's like the scene right before he dies, and the alien gives him like jazz hands.
Oh, yeah!
The alien should just not have hands. It's not a hard thing to pull off.
I will say, though, before the reveal, just all of those scenes where all you see is like body parts, that thing looks freaky as fuck. Mm-hmm. In a way that is genuinely like unsettling.
Just the head and the tail are really creepy, and they make you think, oh, this thing is fucking terrible and strong. And when you see him, I guess it's an it, whatever it is. I know it's a dude inside the suit, so
yeah.
But when you see the full alien, it looks like a guy in a suit.
Yeah. Like,
the head doesn't look like it's on a guy's head, but when you see it's on a guy's head, you think, oh, it's a guy in a suit. And that really didn't work for me, even though the rest of it was so visually amazing.
Yeah, and a big part of that is, like, a big part of it is this movie came out in, like, 1979.
See, I want to give it that benefit of the doubt, but the fact that the alien is designed so well, and then just, like, on somebody's head kind of tears that away from me. Because, like, they could have just had it be a weird puppet thing.
Well, no, they couldn't, because of how they shot so many of the scenes where the alien has to move around. Okay. Like, it had to be a guy in a suit.
I was watching and I thought if they, like, made the fingers really long, that could still be something that would be, like, creepy. Like, if he had gloves that were, like, too long.
Yeah.
And, you know, hindsight's 20/20. Like, it was a great movie when it came out. I shouldn't be, like, poking apart the character design now.
But
here I am.
It's hard not to. Like I grew up loving the Alien movies. So to me, like, yeah, you're right, but also just it's such a fucking good movie. Mm-hmm. I would recommend you watch Aliens, if you haven't yet.
I have not. I only watched Alien. Did I tell you why I watched Alien?
Yes.
It was so I could listen to the film reroll.
Yeah.
And they did, I don't know if you listened to it.
I haven't yet.
They did something really fascinating that did not necessarily need to focus on the actual plot of Alien, which was a really cool way to spin it. They did do this thing, though, which I've noticed with them, after listening to Wizard of Oz again and realizing that even though Toto was like a fucking good actor, Toto disappears and is probably dead for most of it.
Yep.
They defo killed that cat. Is the thing.
Oh no.
Like in the movie, I was always keeping an eye on the cat. Like, is there a moment where the alien gets the cat? And there was a moment where it looked like it might, and it turns out aliens don't eat cats for some reason. But they fucking kill that cat. They just forget it exists. They definitely forget it exists and end up killing it.
No.
I mean, they did the exact same thing with Toto. They're so bad with that.
I'm really mad at Prometheus and Alien Covenant.
Okay, I heard that Prometheus was good. In fact, I actually heard Alien Covenant wasn't bad.
Well, the problem is that, like, you watch them, yeah, they're fine. But here's my thing: is sci-fi as a whole, a lot of the reasons why sci-fi sequels fail is because nothing meaningful is being said within the context of the film. Mm-hmm. Like the first two, and I personally would argue the third one as well. The first three Alien movies all have something to say within the context of the universes that are being built. The first one has a lot to say about isolation and kind of how we deal with the unknown, as well as just a lot to say about our relationship with corporations and our kind of lower classes depending so much on what these faceless companies provide without understanding what's going on above them. Like there's a lot going on in Alien and Aliens when it comes to how we relate to corporations and how that's kind of a bad thing. Aliens had a lot to say about like the war economy and just kind of the hypermasculinity that exists within the military structure and how it's kind of shitty and not useful.
Sure. Okay.
And this was a movie that came out like during the Vietnam War or shortly thereafter. So it had a lot to say about just kind of American militarization against an enemy that fought solely on the basis of just wearing you down until you ran out of stuff. And Alien 3 is complicated. It's a bad movie, but a lot of the reasons it's a bad movie is because the director kind of A, overextended himself, and B, got fucked over by the editing department.
Oh, okay. Well, not a lot you can do there. So, as much as I hate to end the podcast on the line, got fucked over by the editing department.
Yeah, way to fuck me over, editing department.
Yeah. That was a joke.
Oh, sorry. Cut out my shitty response then.
No, absolutely not. We're at like an hour 45 minutes, and I need to sleep at some point.
Me too, I guess. Son of a bitch.
Okay, that was...
Sorry, there's going to be a lot of, like, whispered curses on my recording, and I just want to let you know that every time I do that, it's because IMDB decides to show me a photo of the fucking clown from the It movie, and I'm just having, like, a mild panic attack.
Okay. I had, like, a weird flash forward where you're like, every time you hear that, just whenever I'm doing that, I thought I knew you weren't going to say this, but I felt like you were going to say it's directed at you. Like, even if it was just because it would be a good goof.
That would be a good goof.
Yeah. So thank you for listening to Direct to Video VHS DVD Extras. I have been your co-host, Tony Robusto.
And I have been your co-host,
You see, sorry, tripped you up there, huh?
Yeah, fuck. Andy Reyes.
You can find me at TheaterBest on Twitter, or you can find my webcomic at inspiredbytrueevents.org.
Go read it. It's super funny. It's really great. You can find me at royalty_valens on Twitter, where I just normally post depressing bullshit. So
sometimes it's fun bullshit.
I don't want anybody to follow me on Twitter because I like so many things. I'm afraid that I'm just going to inundate their feed with my weird things that I like. I feel so bad about that. Seriously.
You can if you put on the liked on your feed that, like, whenever you see a liked thing, if you say see this less and you do it 3 times in a row, they go away. So I haven't seen any of your weird liked stuff in a while.
That's good.
Yeah. It's not that the stuff that you liked was bad, it's that, like, you like something and there's a reason you didn't retweet it. It's because, like, I don't care.
Yeah, the reason the reason I liked this thing is usually because A, I want to go back to it, or because, like, it was funny but not retweetable because not everyone's gonna get the context, or it's just really fucking weird and I don't want people to know that
how fucking weird you are.
Yeah, I don't want people to know fucking what I'm doing in my fucking spare time. Fuck. Like, people don't need to see this from me.
So follow Andy on Twitter is what we're saying.
Please do.
He doesn't do a webcomic, but sometimes he doesn't. You actually don't do this very much anymore. Maybe you don't get as much drawing in. I'll occasionally see you posting, like, sketches of hands.
I really like sketching hands. I've actually done some sketching in the past couple of days that I'm going to post soon. That I'm really happy with. I'm in a weird situation where the things that I sketched are real people, so I want to contact them first.
Oh, sure.
And be like, hey, I drew these things and I want to know if it's cool for me to post it, because I don't feel comfortable just, like, drawing someone's likeness and just posting it. That's super fucked.
Absolutely. But here's what I was gonna say. Like, I do, like, the one big artistic thing, which is my comic, and it's a stick figure comic, and I'll see you, like, posting drawings of hands, and I purposely have never drawn a hand. Like, and it's just, it's fascinating to see a well drawn hand to me, because you can go to Renaissance paintings and they won't have gotten it yet.
Yeah, hands are just weird flesh orbs with spider appendages coming out of them.
Yeah, the longer I look at my own hand, the more I think, well, this is the stupidest fucking thing.
It is the most ridiculous piece of anatomy to look at, I think, with the exception of maybe feet, which make less sense.
So that empty sound in the podcast was me staring at my own feet. So,
I wear shoes when I record, because I'm on business time.
Cool.
That's actually a super weird thing to say. I'm not wearing shoes.
Sometimes I don't wear pants when I record, but I don't say which times that is.
Yeah, you leave that as a surprise to the listeners.
As a secret for the audience. Anyway, if for some reason
we got so weird.
Yeah, it's like 2 a.m, which would make it 3 a.m. now.
It's 2:46 here. Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, maybe a little bit punchy. Sometimes we can get punchy. That's fine. Lee Rosevere.
Penguins on Parade.
Penguins on Parade. Theme from Penguins on Parade is actually the full song name. It's going to be playing in a little bit. Last time I said I was playing over our voices, and it wasn't, because we still talked for like 5 minutes after that. So just, be aware. And if you like our podcast, again, for some fucking reason, maybe you just really like tired people talking about aliens.
Or maybe you really like it when we occasionally post an actual thing about the premise of our podcast, which is reviewing movies.
Look, next week is going to be Winnie the Pooh, I swear to God.
It's going to happen. I finally saw it.
We both watched the movie. And we spent 2 hours talking fucking anyway. We could have just done it.
Oh, fuck, did we?
Yeah, like...
Shit.
Like, we're coming up on 2 hours, and when I realized that, I needed to stop us immediately, but it's too late. We're here.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you like us, leave a review on iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts, because I'm told there are other places you can leave reviews.
Yeah, Google Play.
And, I'm the Ghost of John Smith.
Ooh. Let's give the listeners a nice sound of me sipping my Morning Joe.
Yeah, that is awful. Oh, good. Yep. Cool.
How's that for Foley work?
That was terrible. That was a bad job.
I can't wait to know what that sounds like, because it sounded pretty, like, unnatural from my end.
You know the sound that you might stereotypically associate with a good bong rip?
No.
Yeah, it sounded like that.
I have no idea. I have no idea what that is.